What up, you jabronis? Welcome back to the homie Squawk. I'm Kyle, and with me are the usual Gigi, Hannah, and Trevor.
Trevor.
Jabroni.
Pepperoni.
Gigi.
Gigi, yeah.
Gigi.
And we're back with another episode with more questions, more answers, and more nonsense.
Always nonsense.
I mean, listen to that jabroni.
Yeah, that should be the theme of the show. It's just the nonsense squawk or something like that.
Yeah.
Nonsense.
Jabronis.
I thought you were going to say
Jabronis.
Jabronis.
Yeah.
That sounds like a
Like
fish.
a piranha.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
just
know.
me as a piranha.
Hey, look at all those
See
jabronis.
that?
Nom, 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 nom.
It's more vicious than that, Gigi.
The pool of jabronis.
I don't know. Never met a jabrana before, so.
Those freaking jabronis with freaking
Jabronimo.
lasers on their freaking heads.
Just go look in the mirror, Gigi. Oh.
Oh, let me go cry this out tonight.
Those gnarly teeth.
Anyway, so yeah, like I said, nonsense. But yeah, we got some questions and stuff going on, so let's get right into it.
Let's get right into the
Let's
meat.
get her done.
Oh,
No,
You're
no.
dead.
Let's not do that.
God. I'm going to leave
Let's.
the podcast.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
We can replace you with Larry the Cable Guy.
Okay.
Let's not do that.
What?
Let's just go. Okay, my question
We've
was
hit rock bottom.
based.
Larry the Cable Guy hit rock
I'm
bottom.
asking my question.
He peaked at rock bottom.
Wow, shit.
Oh God.
If
Okay.
you got heartburn.
Gigi?
Can I go now?
No.
You gotta do it in your Larry the Cable Guy.
No, fuck that. Anyways, based on each person's personality, what social media would each person be?
Okay.
The anticipation.
Yeah.
Patient.
For Gigi, I picked Vine/TikTok. That social media platform is very like low attention span and
Hey, thanks.
what I mean by that is that your attention span is like very sporadic. I don't think of you as a person who like focuses on one thing for a long time. You're kind of like, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, let's do that. Like your brain works very fast, so I think you fit that platform very well.
What it?
For Kyle, I picked Facebook. Kyle, as I've known him, is very invested in his relationships with people. And I feel like that's all anybody uses Facebook for anymore. Unless you're like a super old person. But
Marville.
yeah, you know. But you know, the platform has Messenger, and it's about connecting with people that you know you either want to hang on to or you're far away from, and that kind of fits Kyle's personality. He just mentioned the other day he like found an old friend on Facebook. So,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like he fits that.
It's accurate. I accept.
It's honorable.
Yeah. You honor me with your choice.
Okay, Hanzo.
Yeah. For Trevor, I picked Twitter. Mostly because Twitter is a platform for getting information quickly. Like, if you want to know anything about anything going on in the world right now, you get on Twitter. That's just what you do. Nobody just types up their local news or anything. You just go on Twitter and you can figure it out in like 2 seconds. And I feel like with Trevor, if you ask him a question about almost anything, he can answer it pretty quickly.
Even if it's bullshit.
That's the other part of it, though, is that Twitter is also a place for people to bluntly give their opinions about everything. And I feel like Trevor fits that end of it as well. He doesn't care what anybody thinks. He's going to put his opinion out there, and that's
Yeah.
what's going to be that. And then for me, I picked Instagram. Instagram is a very visual platform. Um, it's, where a lot of artists post art. It's a lot of look at my pictures of my vacation, that kind of thing. And it was one of the first platforms to have like the stories implemented, which is like an everyday visual thing.
Yeah.
And I'm a very visual person, so I feel like that platform fits me the best.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Nice, nice. For me, I put down Gigi as Vine. I think pretty much for the same reasons that Hannah said, but I also want to add on. I feel like Vine is sort of like if I had to compare Gigi and Vine, it'd be like it's good for a few quick and like quirky jokes that are like unusual. And I
That's
think
good for a few
Gigi,
seconds.
yeah, Gigi's good for a few laughs here and there, like a one-liner or like one
Aw.
sentence, and then that's sort of what
That's
Vine
it.
is. That's like the concept. It's like
She fades
these
out.
quick, yeah, it's like these quick videos, and it's just like, oh man, those 5 seconds were hilarious. That's Gigi.
I'm only good for 5 seconds.
Trevor
nail it.
confirmed.
For Hannah, I actually put Facebook.
Wow.
I think
Just kidding.
I think for me the route I took was like how we kind of interact with each other. And Hannah, I feel like between all of us, Hannah sends the most like links and memes and stuff. And I feel like Facebook has a lot of that because if you go on Facebook, it's like usually like there's people sharing links, there's people sharing like other things, and I know they do that like on Twitter too, but I don't know. I feel like Facebook has it all, and then on top of that, like it is a good platform even today if people don't really use it that much anymore. Um, it's a good platform to share like photos and art and stuff. So I feel like I was like, well, maybe Instagram, but then I just ultimately went with Facebook because you could share links and stuff on Facebook. Um, and then for Trevor, I said Reddit, mainly because he uses it a lot. At least he used to. I don't know.
Yeah,
still
he
do.
still does.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of the only social medias he'll like use. Um, I think kind of the same reasons that Hannah was saying about picking him for Twitter. I feel like on Reddit there's also a lot of information out there, and I think on Reddit you can find almost anything that you're looking for. It might not always be true or factual, but there's like groups that are on Reddit, and I don't know exactly what they're called, but like there's things that you can follow that are like your interests, and people have like these discussions and they talk about it and stuff. And I feel like Trevor, he would fall into that category of like finding particular things that interest him,
Yeah.
and he would talk about
Yeah.
it.
Subreddits.
Subreddits, yes, thank you. And then for me, I kind of went out on a limb here. I I wrote down Tinder for myself, but
Oh boy.
but not for what it's like for. I think the concept of Tinder is better than the actual product itself.
Uh-huh.
I think having one-on-one conversations with people is what I really like to enjoy. And us talking in a group is always awesome, but like I feel like I really connect with people when I have like these one-on-one conversations with them and really get to know them. And that's basically what Tinder is. I mean, obviously there's a lot of bullshit because there's a lot of people on there that are just looking for, other stuff.
The D.
But yeah, I think for me, like the kind of person that enjoys connecting with people and trying to find genuine friendships and relationships and stuff like that. So I think like the concept of Tinder is kind of what I'm kind of like, but not like the dating part of it. Like I'm not trying to date everyone I meet. If that makes
No,
sense.
Kyle. Keep
Are you
swiping.
sure about that?
Yeah.
All right. So for Gigi, I put Facebook. She's all about the interacting with people, especially her family, and I think that's pretty much what Facebook used to be, at least, or that's how it started. Just
Yeah.
connecting with people. For Hannah, I also put Instagram. It's about uploading your content, mainly pictures. I believe you can do videos, but for her, it's about the pictures, like her content and her drawings and what she's inspired by. And for Kyle, I put YouTube. Um, Very similar to Hannah. He is about getting his content out there, but in a video format. Um, so I think um, YouTube better fits that.
Hmm.
And for me, I put Reddit, pretty much for the same reason that Kyle said. Um, just I don't really do social media, but Reddit is considered as social media because you can interact with other people, and it's a little bit of everything. Where like if you want to go into like your niche subreddits, you can. If you want to do like a general subreddit, you can. And yeah, that's my answers.
Okay.
Nice.
So let's see. So, for Trevor, I also put Reddit. I put full of useful information and not much of like the social aspect. I think it's more like informative, which I think fits Trevor. Um, for Hannah, I put YouTube and I put funny clips and quotes or movie quotes. I feel like Hannah quotes a lot of movies. And like Kyle said, I think out of the group sends the most links of different videos. So
That
yeah.
nobody watches.
We may
That's not
watch them. It
true.
may be like a day later, but I do watch them. It's more what it is like I'm at work and I'm like, okay, and then I'm like, I'll have to watch it later, and then I forget, and then I'm like opening the text group thing and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't watch the video, so I watched it like the next day. For Kyle, I put Snapchat. We usually only see a small snippet of Kyle's personal life. And with Snapchat's like the really short, like depending on your setting, you just get like a 10-second snippet of it, and I feel like with Kyle, that's what we get sometimes. Um, and then for myself, I put Pinterest. I put a collection of different things. For some reason, for some reason, I really like craft stuff, and I tend to have a lot of it around here. Um, and it's always like, I could do this with this, or I could try to do this with this, and it's,
The
yeah, that,
possibilities.
yeah.
Endless
So
possibilities.
intriguing.
Pinteresting.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Good job, Gigi.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I
A+.
worked really hard on all those answers.
Yeah. Yes, the time has come for my podcast question.
Yeah, this paragraph or two.
Really, yeah. Really hard.
Pick a survivor from a horror or apocalyptic movie, game,
Wait,
or
was it
television show.
or?
Well, slash.
Well, I thought they meant like horror, apocalyptic genre in general, not like horror or apocalyptic. So,
Well, yeah, horror slash apocalyptic.
wait, is it or is it together?
Slash! It's a slash!
I don't know what that means. That's why
Isn't
I'm
that the
asking for
same thing?
clarification.
Slashes would be the same thing as an or. It's saying
It's an or?
Yeah.
Oh well, I messed up.
You're fired.
Yeah. Anyways, now that I have lost my accent, pick a survivor from a
Shame.
horror slash apocalyptic movie, game, or television show that best fits each member of our group. Describe why you think the person goes hand in hand with your pick, including yourself, and how they'd go about their days in their survival situation. The only rule is that it has to be a survivor. It can't be someone who dies in the movie, show, or game.
Okay. So this question was quite difficult for me.
Quite.
Um, yeah, quite. Um, so I just went ahead and kind of did the same concept uh, as Gigi's question, where it was like, oh yeah, what character do you think they would relate to? So sorry, Hannah.
That was
But
the point of the question.
yeah, I know, but like you said, the other part about how like how they would go through their days and stuff, like
Oh.
I didn't really delve into that part. Like I don't know. Anyway, so for Gigi, I don't think you guys are gonna know this one, but I picked a character named Jamie Lloyd. She was kind of like the main character of Halloween 4 and 5, which aren't really the best Halloween movies, but that's not really the point of this question. So
But she
basically,
survived.
yeah. So Jamie, despite being like really young and inexperienced, she's like, I think she was like 7 or 8 in the movies. She's able to like adapt quickly and outrun Michael Myers on numerous occasions. And it kind of helps that Michael Myers just kind of walks around everywhere. Um, but I feel like Jamie was always really scared and timid, and I think that's where the similarities between her and Gigi would come in. Um, but I also think that if Gigi had to face her fears, she would be able to like overcome them and be brave. And um, despite Jamie being someone that kind of ran away all the time, I still feel like there was somewhat of like this brave aspect to her because she was able to never give up and keep running. And I think in that scenario, like Gigi would be good at running and evading. And then for Hannah, um, I feel like ever since that one episode where we coined Hannah as this like secret survivalist and we nicknamed her Rambo Hannah,
Yes.
that's all I can come up like for her, like just thinking of like all these like badass strong female leads in movies. Like that's all I vision Hannah being for some reason, so that's what I went with. um so yeah, I could see Hannah being like at the beginning just seeming to just be there for the ride, but as soon as shit hits the fan she becomes this completely different person, a survivalist, a hunter, and a killer. um, so the person that I ended up picking was the main character from um, The Descent. Her name was Sarah. Uh, she experienced a lot of emotional trauma over the last year of her life, and she was just trying to have a decent weekend with her friends, exploring the outdoors, and they ended up in these caves. And by the end of the movie, she just becomes this complete badass after realizing that the cave is full of monsters, and she just comes along and like she's suddenly like this silent monster killer who just assassinates these cave dwellers left and right. The second half of the movie, so yeah, Rambo Hannah lives on. For Trevor, I went with RJ McCready from The Thing. Um, Technically, in this movie, at the end, it is assumed that there are no survivors. However, the movie leaves that up to the viewer and does not really show McCready dying. So I think I'm good for this. So yeah, McCready,
We'll allow it.
he's played by a young Kurt Russell. And he's like a really like no nonsense, highly intelligent and resourceful helicopter pilot. Early on in the movie, he takes charge after realizing that there's like some sort of alien creature killing off his research team, and They're near nothing. Like there's nothing close to them because they're in a facility in Antarctica. Um, so McCready does everything in this movie pretty much for the greater good of humanity, knowing that this alien creature can't go back to the States at any cost. So he pretty much assumes his fate early on and just focuses on the mission and doesn't worry about making it out alive. I think Trevor would also like. I feel like the mission would mean that much to him that he would like not really care at that point of like surviving. It would just be about making sure that this alien didn't survive as well. So that would be his ultimate goal was just survive or I'm sorry, making sure the alien doesn't survive um, at any cost. So I feel like Trevor would be just worried about the mission and not about his own life. And then for myself, I put Ashley Williams from The Evil Dead. Um, Similar sort of situation to what I said about Hannah. Ash was just some guy with his group of friends, including his sister and his girlfriend. They went on this weekend getaway and they end up at this remote cabin in the woods. They find a mysterious book written in an unknown language. They recite it out loud like a bunch of dumbasses. And it turns out it's the good old Book of the Dead, and these demons come crawling out of the woods and start terrorizing the group in the cabin. So Ash basically watches his friends die one by one. And I think if I was put in that situation and I was the one that was going to be surviving, um, I would probably adapt similarly to how he did in the movie, just based off of my knowledge with like video games and all the movies that I've watched and stuff. Like I would be able to adapt quickly, and I would attempt to just push my feelings down because his friends are the ones that are getting possessed, and then they come back and try to kill him, um, or turn him into a demon. So I just think if I was in that situation, I'd be just like Ash, sort of like confused and scared at first, but quickly getting over that and realizing the situation and defending myself against all odds while slowly losing my mind, but don't die. So yeah, those are mine.
Okay, for me, I got three of them down before I realized I was doing the wrong thing.
Uh,
I went for the survival genre instead of the horror apocalyptic genre. So I don't know if you guys want to hear those answers or not,
We
but
got time.
yeah,
okay.
why not?
Um, for myself, I put Chuck Noland, who is the main character of Castaway.
Uh,
Completely isolated. Um, he just starts. He's kind of trying to figure out how to get off this island, and then it takes him a while, and he befriends a fucking volleyball, which I think I might do.
Wilson.
Dude, you have
Like,
no idea. I seriously was thinking about this question and I thought of that movie first for you. And I was like, yeah, he fits, Chuck so well. And I was like, shoot, that's not horror and apocalyptic.
yeah.
That's the only reason I didn't choose it. But that's the
oh
exact
man.
reasons. I was like, oh, God. That's
Um,
crazy.
and then I had for Hannah, I don't know his full name. I could look it up, but I'm not going to. But Pi from Life of Pi. The movie is sort of like a flashback. Like this one guy, he's interviewing Pi, and then Pi is telling his story about how like his family was selling the zoo and they're trying to move, and like just bad shit happened. But he uses a lot of like just very heavy symbolism for the sake of like telling a good story,
Hmm.
which kind of I think reflects Hannah. For Gigi, I put Rose from Titanic. It's just very kind of like throwing away what is expected of her for passion, for love. And then it's all like very not nostalgic, but um, like just remembering like this past love from a long time ago. Like that's I think what drove her. And then
Gigi,
I
there was
realized
room on the door for two people.
Not
and then yeah,
anymore.
that's
Trevor
when I
couldn't
realized I
fit.
read the question. I'm like, oh shit, like I gotta change this up. So, my final answer is Gigi. I
Huh?
put Ellie from The Last of Us, the first one. Kind of like a bratty,
Hey.
snot-nosed young person, just
Oh.
kind of going along with it. But like, and then you find out like she is actually like she is skilled. She can hold her own, and by the end, um, you grow to like this person. Uh, for Hannah, for Hannah, I have Sean from Shaun of the Dead. I think Hannah would come up with like this plan and go like, no, this is what we're doing. We're going to save all these people if we can, and then we're going to stick with this plan, and then that's what we're doing. Like it's Sean kind of stuck with what was familiar with him,
Hmm.
and he tried to get his, I guess, ex-girlfriend Liz and a couple of her friends, along with his own friend, to safety. Like he was trying to take charge and have like his, I guess, like own personal growth during it. For Kyle, I think was more difficult. Again, I don't really, I'm not huge on the horror slash apocalypse films or games for that matter or TV shows, so I was kind of running out of people to choose from. Um, I chose Francis from Left 4 Dead.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah, I
Pills here.
um, I know Kyle likes that game. I don't know a whole lot about Francis, but Francis seemed like you could just get right into it. Like, oh, there's zombies now. Like, let's
Zombies.
zombies. Let's
Zombies.
take them out. And I think Kyle would just jump right into it. Like
Oh yeah.
at like the first sign of a zombie apocalypse, he's like, okay, well here's my shotgun. And we're gonna shoot him now.
Some drunk walking down the street. Oh fuck, zombies, dude. Gear up.
Gear up.
And then, sort of like as a joke answer for myself, I put Emotep from The Mummy. I would be the one causing the apocalypse. Just what comes to mind
Oh
is
god.
Dwight from The Office. Like, we need a new plague.
Oh god.
Yeah.
But as a more serious answer, I put Joel from The Last of Us, the first one again. Just this older, grizzled guy who's just sort of begrudgingly escorting, doing this mission for the sake of the mission, and then like he's done, you know. But he forms this bond with Ellie, and I do kind of form bonds with people pretty quickly. I don't show it, but
Yes, I like you.
it does happen pretty quick with me.
Yeah.
So, um,
Trevor's the Thanos of apocalypse movies, where he's just like, the world requires correction.
yeah.
Oh my god.
And then,
He's
of course,
inevitable.
I'll move on to my Stardew Valley farm right afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
So, those are my answers.
Nice.
Okay, I think it's kind of funny though that we have some of the same characters, but with
Oh
different
my
people.
god.
So I thought it was horror apocalypse together, like genre wise. But oh well, here are my answers. So for Hannah, I was thinking Francis from Left 4 Dead.
Wow. What are the
Mostly
chances?
because he's he's kind of like the maybe not lone wolf, but like he's like I'm gonna be the badass of the group here, and I feel like Hannah would be the badass in our group, um, for
I would try.
surviving. um, and then
I'd fail, but I'd try.
for what she would do during the day or during whatever, I put that she would be scavenger slash like scouter, kind of like securing the area and like looking for anything useful. Um, then for Kyle, I put Columbus from Zombieland. I feel like because he seems to have like the most knowledge for surviving zombie stuff. It would be like he would have his own rules for surviving, and he would kind of implement that on us. To be like, okay, guys, this is what we got to do, cardio and all that other stuff, double
Yeah.
tap. And then I put that he would be collecting, and um, he would be at the collecting and like pretty much barricading the fort and making sure it's intact, kind of thing.
Trying to get with Emma Stone.
Yeah. And
I
then
do
for
Code Red Mountain Dew.
and then for Trevor, I put Shaun from Shaun of the Dead.
Wow.
I put that he would want to go out and rescue like his friends and wait it out together because it'd be better to be in numbers than by
Yeah.
ourselves. And I mean, we'll be together, and really, that's pretty much it. I put that Trevor would find resources and mostly stay in the fort, pretty much updating things and I don't know, keeping things intact kind of thing. And then for myself, I put Little Rock from Zombieland, pretty much wanting to go to the abandoned sites. Um, and my job would be just finding the group's next road trip, like, hey, let's go to Graceland.
Do you have any gum?
So yeah, those are my
Nice.
picks.
Cool.
Nice.
It's kind of funny you
Okay.
guys both had similar answers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we didn't even talk about this question. Yeah.
Dang. I still like the situation where Trevor is like Thanos.
Balanced as all things should be.
Exactly. It's just a butter knife on your finger.
Oh my
Like
god.
trying to scrape it on toast or something, but there's too much butter on one side.
Inevitable. Um, okay. For my answers, for Trevor, I put Ripley from Alien. Um,
Nice.
I like how Ripley is sort of just starts out as like a civilian, to this mission or whatever, and then single-handedly has to become a survivor and is sort of forced into it. I feel like Trevor, if he didn't want to be and was forced to be a survivor, that would be the only situation where he would be. Because, he's pretty comfortable with real life. So I think with Trevor, if he was, literally hunting Mama Queen Alien, um, I think it would become like a game of Among Us for him, where he's like doing little tasks to make sure the ship is like gonna stay afloat
Yeah.
along the way.
There's this little gif of, I believe, Star Trek. I believe it's one of the movies, but like you can see one of the background characters, he's spinning nothing. It looks like he's trying to like spin a wheel, but there's no wheel. And he's just,
How busy.
and then there's another one where there's a person who has a broom, but they're not
Oh
actually like
yeah.
brushing the ground. They're just sort of like doing the sweeping motion
Floating.
in the air.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be me.
Yeah, just doing little things like not only to keep himself busy and also like stay aware of wherever the alien is, but also to keep his ship afloat. Because I don't think Trevor would be the one who wants to go out. I think he would want to be the one who's like, yeah, I'm gonna make it no matter what. And Ripley's a badass, and so is Trevor. So
He's got that
Yeah.
fat ass.
Badass with the fat ass.
Yeah.
For Gigi, I picked Clementine from The Walking Dead. I think their personalities kind of fit each other. We see Clementine in the game start off very young and have to learn a lot of lessons very young. And it takes her a while to like adapt to surviving. And I think Gigi would be the same way. Like she would kind of have this denial period where she wouldn't want to face actual zombies and stuff.
Nah.
Like,
That
she would
ain't
be like,
me.
no, yeah, this ain't happening. Nah.
Yeah.
I
But
said no.
I think there would be a couple like hard lessons that she would learn pretty early on, and um, she would have to, adapt to surviving, if not with another group, like on her own.
Ugh.
And I always liked that about Clementine because she was always very um, high spirited despite her circumstances. I think Gigi is the same way. Like, I think she could find a way to, keep herself happy or, keep others happy despite the horrible circumstances. So, yeah, I think you'd be on par with a little Clem. Clemmy Clem.
Clemmy Clem.
Clemmy Clem. Oh my god, so many times during that game when I was like, Clem, don't go over there!
No, stop.
Get out of there! For Kyle, I picked Mr. Leon Kennedy.
Oh, jeez.
Mostly because Leon is very adaptable. Like, the dude's first day on the job, he had to face zombies.
Yeah.
And he's like, I
Leon!
signed up to be a police officer? Like, what?
Yeah.
Where are the
So
raccoons?
Yeah, yeah. I was promised records. But yeah, I feel like Kyle is very much the same way, where he could, if all of a sudden his job became, oh, I need to shoot zombies, he could. And he's also very smart to where I think he could, figure out the same things that Leon has to figure out throughout the police station, and even further on when Leon becomes like this super gonna kick your head off alien, or not not alien, but
Kick your
like
head off.
he should not be able to kick people's heads off. Okay.
But Hannah,
But, like,
it's a
Super
video game
Spy-
from the mid 2000s.
Super spy for the president, like
Come
even
on.
then, he's still very adaptable to his surroundings, and he also like keeps his cool during a lot of it. Like, you don't see Leon freaking out when like somebody's body like suddenly stretches out of their head and becomes this disgusting zombie thing, and you're like, he's just like, all right. So yeah, I feel like that their situations line up pretty well, and I honestly think Kyle would, if he was handling like real life situations like that, he would be trying to figure out how to get himself out and how to get people safe. Like, Leon is another character that's constantly aware of other people.
Yeah.
So, and trying to keep them safe. So I think Kyle lines up with that as well. But yeah, for me, I put Ellie from The Last of Us.
Naturally.
Naturally. Probably more the second game than the first game, because I don't know.
Let's be honest.
Nice. I was going for more of the like grizzled survivor, like kind of gets to a point where she doesn't care about people. Like, she just has one goal and she's gonna get to it no matter what. And like can end up shutting people out of her life because of it, and has to learn lessons the hard way. I feel like that's kind of how I live sometimes, and definitely if I was in a horror survival situation, that would kind of be me as well, especially if someone took out Joel.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I don't know, I've grown very attached to that character because I can relate to a lot of her personality. So I think, my everyday life would be kind of the same, like going out on hunting missions with, factions of Jackson to take out clickers, because that's all you can do. Or, going on this terrible road trip to get your revenge. That might be up my alley, so yeah. Those are my picks.
Nice.
So my question for today Speaking of happiest places on Earth, um, what do you consider to be your happiest place on Earth, and when did you discover it?
For me, it's a large pool, preferably indoor and heated, where I can just swim. The less people, the better. Um,
The more people, the better. Watch me.
Look at
but
me be a dolphin.
that's definitely where I'm happiest, just swimming around in a pool,
Nice.
doing flips and
Shit.
just going from end to end and seeing how far down I can go. Uh, I don't know, pools are just a whole lot of fun. Um, Growing up, I think I was on a swim team at age 10, I want to say. I swam for 3 years before high school and then sort of 2.5 years into high school. But before that, my friend, he lived in um, I guess like a upper scale community area, and they had two different clubhouses. One was more public, and then one was specifically just for people within that community.
Huh.
But like you could bring in a guest, so like we would swimming around in the pools in there, and I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. Just I don't know, there's something about being in the water that's cool. Except
Yeah.
I don't like the ocean. It's way too cold. It's way too salty. There's kelp and
Hella deep.
seaweed and who knows what else in there.
Oh yeah.
And those it's usually crowded, especially in California.
Yeah.
But lakes, I think, are a little bit better. Um, except if you can't see the bottom, then it can get a little creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Um,
Even when I see the bottom.
yeah. They tend to have like rocky shores, which might suck a little. But it's all about the pool. You just jump in and
Oh,
have fun.
geez, what a band-aid. Oh.
What about you, Gigi?
Um, Me, I bet I don't have a happy place. I have a happy person.
Well,
I
ain't
put
that something?
I put anywhere with Trevor. Um, like, uh, when we're together, especially if we're doing like a trip together, or even if it's just going to the store, I feel like we always try to make it fun for each other. Um, One of the examples I could think of was when we went to Minnesota. I know Trevor didn't really want to go, but his parents really wanted him to go. So we went, and like it was humid, and it was gross, and it was raining. It was like the weirdest thing ever. I've never experienced that in my life before. Um, but like, I mean, I think we had a pretty good time. We
Yeah.
entertained ourselves. Even if like everyone was just kind of talking to each other, but we were just like trying to make up a game while they were getting married. It was fine. So yeah, I would say anywhere that I get to go with Trevor is usually a lot of fun. It usually makes me happy.
What if you guys were trapped in a torture chamber together? Would that still be fun?
I mean, Trevor would probably like go, "Hey, look, Gigi, I broke my toe" or something. Try
Hey,
to lighten
hey,
up the
Gigi,
mood.
I farted.
Honestly, like Gigi,
Torture
when he was
notice.
doing that, I shit myself. Can you smell
The torture has begun.
Yeah, I think they'd still make it fun, Kyle.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
That's Kyle's next thing for us. Hey guys,
Wanna
here's a
play a
couples
game?
retreat in a torture chamber.
Let's play a game.
Oh man.
Okay. Well, I don't know how to follow that, but alright.
Just not a torture chamber.
Yeah, my happiest place is in a torture chamber. And it was before your answer, okay?
It's a torture dungeon.
Oh,
No, for real though, my happiest place is in any type of production studio. Um,
nice.
Obviously, I discovered that in college, but I've been to a few TV animation studios, I've been to a couple of movie studios, and I've been to some game studios.
Oh,
And each one is different, but I find that the atmosphere is always the same,
Hmm.
where people there love
sweaty.
their jobs
Yeah.
and they love what they're doing. They're excited to show each other what they're doing.
Yeah.
And, you know, one of my favorite experiences was walking through one of the floors at an animation studio and seeing a couple of animators pop out and be like, "Hey, did you hear this like horror podcast the other day?" When they're like working on a kids show. So it's yeah, the atmosphere of those places is just it's you can tell that the people really care about what they're doing and really care about what they're putting out there. There's like promotions for everything that whatever studio it is working on everywhere and they're just like really excited about their work. And
Hmm.
so I love being in that atmosphere and I love uh you know, I hope to one day be in that atmosphere all the time.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, it's real cool.
That kind of reminds me of an experience that I had growing up in middle school and actually my freshman year of high school. My band we took a trip to Disneyland, and we were able to go into like one of the studios, the recording studios in Disneyland,
Mm,
and like as a full ensemble, we got to play a piece from The Lion King,
Oh,
so cool.
and like we were with like some Disney dude. I don't remember his name, but he was some
Disney dude.
composer.
Was
He
it
was
Walt?
Some Disney dude.
yeah.
Walt Disney.
I think it was yeah, Walt maybe. That rings a bell for some
Oh
reason.
boy.
No,
Walt, come
but yeah,
on the show.
he was some composer that worked, you know, like for Disney. So it's kind of a shame I don't remember his name, but I mean that experience was so cool, like to be in a studio doing what exactly what the professionals did, and then playing a piece that was exactly how the professionals did it. Because what at least what he told us is basically like one of the ways they do it is they watch the movie or like the scene that they're supposed to be playing, and then they use that as some kind of inspiration, and then they play the piece as an ensemble. And I just thought it was a really cool experience to kind of do it like the professionals did it. And
Yeah.
I feel lucky that I was able to do it not just once but twice, because I did it
Oh
in
wow.
eighth grade, and then it's just so happened that my high school was doing the same program my freshman year of high school, so I was able to do it 2 years in a row at two
Dang,
different
that's pretty cool.
schools. So yeah, I know where Hannah's coming
That's
from.
really cool.
It's like a cool it's like a cool experience because you're in there and it's like people everyone wants to be there. Like that's what they want to do. You know, it's a cool
Yeah.
experience to be a part of. But anyway, um,
Good story, bro.
yeah. um,
Good for you.
my answer for my own question. Happiest place on earth for me is it's a specific place. It is the camping spot on the coast of Oregon. Um, it's called Jesse M. Honeyman State Park. Uh,
Never
I
heard of it.
I discovered this place like a really long time ago with my family. I think it was 2006 was the first year that we went, and or it was the first year that I went. Um, they had been going, but I didn't go until 2006. So I was about whatever age I was then. But anyway, yeah, it was just like I don't know. That place for me is like just so full of memories. Like every year, something different, and there's something else that I remember about it. And I think what would make it even better is if I was able to be there with three of you, and then also my girlfriend. I think that would just, that would be like a dream come true for me. I know Gigi Trevor and I went together, and that was awesome,
It
to
wasn't good
experience that.
enough though.
That's not what I'm saying. It's just there was someone missing, and there was two people missing, and I wish we were all there together, and I really think that one day we are gonna make that happen. That would mean a lot to me. 'Cause it's a really cool place, and I don't know. I'm a sucker for nostalgia, and that place just for me is full of it. It's a really special place for me, and I just feel like I'm at my happiest there. It's all smiles.
Oh,
So yeah, we should go on a camping trip out there.
LOL.
Okay, so to round it off, final question. What genre of video games do you do the best in?
Okay. I think pretty sure the genre is PvP, which is player versus player. Um,
Or penis versus penis?
oh yeah, I forgot about that. Mostly
essentially.
because, well, the game I was thinking of is Overwatch. I
Overwatch,
think
yeah.
I think I'm pretty okay at it. So yeah, that's what I went with. I'm not very good with stories because I'm like, okay, just move on so I can kill people. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the name for those is Rudy Tooty Fresh and Shooties.
fresh and shooties,
Fresh and
yes.
shooties.
I'm the opposite of that. My preferred game is a third-person narrative game. I'm not as keen on the first-person ones. I don't know, it's just a weird experience being in first person doing a story. There's some exceptions to that, but I don't know. I prefer to like see the character that I'm playing as if it's in a story setting.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same sensation when you're like watching a movie. If you were watching a movie from a first person point of view, it's a little weirder.
Hmm.
So, yeah, third person narrative because I'm a story nerd.
Womp womp.
Nice. um, right, my turn. Sorry, I was like, wait, who's going? um,
No.
Someone go.
so for me, I really hate to admit it because I feel like it sounds so basic, but I really do think I shine in any kind of first-person shooter game. I don't necessarily like all first-person shooters. There are definitely I'm definitely picky like with which ones I like. But I choose what I like, and I really pride myself in my ability to aim and shoot bad guys. Um, but with that being said, I also feel like in general I'm a pretty skilled gamer. I think I have a pretty expansive like understanding of how video games work, just with my knowledge and experience. Um, and I've played all sorts of different types of games over the course of my life, so I just feel like the catalog kind of is really big for me, and I can get pretty good at something pretty quickly, almost with any genre. Like there's very few games where I feel like I'm actually bad at. I think the best example that I can think of is The Last of Us 2. For whatever reason, I could never really get that good at that game. Um, it's not an easy game, but I just I don't know. There was something about that game that I couldn't quite get down, which I thought was so weird because I'm pretty good at games like that. But I still enjoyed it nonetheless. But but yeah, I feel like in general my skill level is very diverse. So there's not a lot of games I'm not good at, in my opinion. So yeah.
That's just my opinion.
For me, I chose the stealth genre. GG instantly fell asleep. Um,
She's being stealth.
yeah. I love the sneaking up and taking people out unawares and maybe like finding alternate ways to go about a mission, and I think stealth genres are doing that very well. Um, what came to mind for me was the Splinter Cell series.
Those are fun.
I absolutely love that series, and I'm hoping for like some sort of like reboot or maybe like a remake of the games or something. Especially since near the end they started throwing in co-op. GG only played, I want to say like Blacklist together, which
Yeah.
I think I told her like right off the bat, like this isn't really a Splinter Cell game because they recast the voice actor for Sam Fisher. I believe he was getting a little old and they wanted to move on to like motion capture. So they brought in like someone else and they didn't really, I don't know. I thought they could have, done like a motion capture but like used the original guy's voice to it,
Yeah.
but they chose not to. Um,
Interesting.
so from there, I think they could have like had Sam Fisher sort of stepping down and training this new guy, but instead they just had like this. They just changed his voice and said, "Deal with it." But like overall, I think it was a really fun game, especially playing with Gigi. Um, she got better at it over time. It's definitely something you need patience for, and that's something she doesn't really have. But I'm a really patient person. Like I'll sit and like watch someone's routine just to get it down and go, okay, well, when they go over here, I need to go over here, hop up the trash can and through the window or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
And I'll just trip.
Um, but there's also like the Dishonored. Um, there's the Mark of the Ninja, which was like an indie game that was really fun. And kind of going with what Kyle's doing right now. He's going through Halo Combat Evolved.
Hey.
There's the mission Truth and Reconciliation, which is supposed to start out as a stealth. Like, you don't have to do it stealthily, but like you can. And I believe I've gotten up to the grav lift without anyone noticing,
Nice.
which is, yeah. I like going this stealth route. Just save your ammo. It's usually less stressful because
Yeah.
like they don't know you're there, and then like you take them out maybe with like a melee thing or something. But um, yeah, stealth games for me.
Yeah.
Give me more Splinter Cell.
After
Give it me now.
after dying a bunch in that level, I got sick and tired of being stealth. It was just like I played this like 100 times, just get me through
Yeah.
it.
All right, here we go. Rambo it is.
Yeah. All right. So that's all the questions. Um, Now we're moving on to our Would You Rather segment. I have one to start off.
Okay.
Cool.
So would you rather have Michael Scott as a boss or Dwight
Oh
Schrute as a
boy.
friend?
Oh man.
Oh.
They both have their pros and
Like
cons.
Yeah.
like early The Office or late? I mean, not that they
um,
really changed much, but
yeah, kind of changed. I mean, I'll leave it up to you, I guess.
I think late Dwight, where like he understands like yes, he's still like the same Dwight, but like he's a little bit more lax about things.
Yeah,
I think Michael Scott as a boss, because I would want to have like the same relationship that he has with Pam, where it's really sweet. But
And creepy at
You know.
times.
Yeah,
creepy. It's creepy at times, but like I don't know. I feel like it was more genuine to me the second or third time I watched it.
I'm gonna
was
date your mom even harder.
Yeah.
oh my god.
Oh god.
I've always liked the relationship. That would be um, nice to have from a boss. Like um, it's not mean. I don't know.
Yeah, they still cared for each other nonetheless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dwight for the relationship he has with Pam. Um, the thing that comes to mind is Pam asks Dwight, like they're out doing a sales call or something, and she's like, Dwight, can you pick up ice cream? And then like he kind of goes off on a little tangent because, but are you gonna pick up the ice cream? Yes, Pam, we're gonna pick up the ice cream.
I
But
feel
yeah,
like that's just
that
Gigi.
Yeah.
that
You
and
know.
when she's crying in the hallway.
Yeah, and he
Um,
comes and
Yeah.
comforts
yeah,
her.
He says something like, "Who did this to you?" I
yeah,
Yeah.
think.
yeah.
That's
You know,
true.
I like their relationship.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not as creepy as Michael Scott at times. Pam Pam with what
At
is it?
times.
Pam Pam with her something about her Bam Bams. I don't know.
Yeah, her boobs get brought up in the conversation by Michael a lot.
Yeah, yeah,
Michael or
they
Kevin.
do. Yeah.
Kevin. Oh man. Can I just have him as a friend? That's
You just
cool.
want to be friends with his M&Ms.
Yeah.
I
uh,
want to be there tripping him when he falls with the chili.
Oh,
and laugh at him. No.
they're all gonna
Oh.
laugh at
Oh
you.
man. Poor
Poor
Kevin.
Chili.
I'd help him up.
The way he just tries to scoop
Yeah, it's a lost cause, and he's still
Yeah.
going, like, trying to get
He
it.
was so desperate.
Yeah.
It's so fucking sad.
Oh my gosh.
I would probably pick um, Michael, just because I do think he did keep things interesting in the office, especially if I had a job like that where it's like really mundane and it's kind of the same thing every day, and I feel like nothing really exciting happens. It's really the people that make that job work, which is why the show worked because of the people. Um, so I think Michael, he was a really strong part of of that of that office because despite him being pretty controversial at times, and I think even more so in today's world, like that wouldn't fly. Like
Yeah.
his kind of
Yeah.
style, and he was very, maybe he meant well, but he was very offensive at times,
Yeah.
maybe without
He
knowing it.
definitely got lucky.
Yeah.
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 But I think it would be an interesting sort of thing to be working with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would pick Michael.
Made me think of when Jim's like, well, you've always kept me satisfied. And Michael's like, that's what she said!
And they were
He
like,
gets pulled back
yeah.
in the office.
He's like trying to contain it. He's like, that's what she said.
Yeah. Everyone's just like clapping. No, I think Dwight starts clapping.
Oh, man.
Someone starts clapping.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather reveal something incredibly embarrassing about yourself, or something that'll get you in trouble?
I think it depends on what the two things are.
All right.
Like how much trouble? Like trouble.
Probably trouble with the law. Like
Oh.
maybe jail for a couple days.
Overnight. I've been there before.
In the slammer.
Prison
I
The
would-
Dementors.
I would say embarrassed.
I would
Same.
say embarrassed. I don't want to go to jail.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't want to go to jail. I'd say embarrassed.
Yeah, I don't think I care about people's opinions as much as I used to. Unless if they knew me, like if I care about your guys' opinions, but like people that I don't know that well,
Kyle.
like it's all right.
Plus, I can't hold my soap for shit.
I don't know if I'll be able to bring my rope with me.
Guess I'm not showering in jail.
There you go. There's your camping.
Yeah.
It's indoor camping with bars.
Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-ba.
I have another
I
one.
got. Oh, I was gonna
Go
say.
ahead.
I got one. Would you rather have the Demogorgon from Stranger Things as your enemy, or
Oh,
Regina George from Mean Girls?
oh.
Regina George.
Regina George.
Yeah, Regina George. I'd rather
She's not
have
gonna
my
kill me.
self-esteem down.
Dude, I would go with Demogorgon because Regina's mean. She's like not
Yeah.
just mean, but she's mean.
She'll kill you emotionally.
Yeah, she'll kill me emotionally. Whereas the other thing, I'm
Ugliest
just like,
bitch.
he's just, he's an extra dimensional being. He doesn't know my feelings.
Yeah. Big
He does
whoop.
know he wants to eat you.
He does. Fine. I'd rather be
Um,
eaten with my dignity.
would you rather have to lose Christmas or Halloween?
Christmas.
Halloween.
Halloween.
I'd say Halloween.
The fuck?
Okay.
Okay. I got one. Would you rather be the middle neighbor of SpongeBob and Patrick? So basically Squidward. Or would you rather just live your life under the sea and you have to live like Sandy, how she has like the the
Little helmet thingy.
fishbowl, yeah, and you have to
Yeah.
live like that for the rest of your life.
I'll live as Sandy. Fuck it.
Dude, Sandy's my favorite SpongeBob character, so I
Yeah, I
would
like her
definitely
too.
live with Sandy.
I mean,
Um,
I don't mind SpongeBob and Patrick that much. They can get annoying at times, but like I don't know. It depends on the episode, really. Because sometimes I'm on Squidward's side, and I'm like, okay, yeah, they're being super fucking annoying.
I'm with you, bro.
Yeah,
I understand you.
yeah. So, but I think I would go with the being the middle neighbor.
same. Just deal with their bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather be stuck inside your least favorite TV show or your least favorite movie?
Oh.
I need to
Depends.
figure out what those are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
depends on how long the TV show is. If it's like a show that went on for like 20 seasons, I'm stuck here forever.
God damn it! I can't escape the Simpsons.
No, The Simpsons is the best.
Well, it was an example
I
of
know.
a show that's been going on forever.
Yeah, it's as old as Trevor.
Dang, you're old.
I don't know what my least favorite movie is.
I don't know either, but I guess
I
for
think
The Bone Tomahawk for Gigi.
Yeah, I was gonna say mine's probably gonna be some horror movie, so I'm gonna go with TV show just because you can't show as much on a TV show, and it'd probably be like Keeping Up with the Kardashians,
Oh
Oh
God,
God,
there you
no, I
go.
and like
couldn't last there. Nope,
Yeah, that's a good pick.
I'll be
I'll
out.
just like sit on the couch the whole time watching TV or something, and then like they're rich, so they'll pay for all my shit.
They'll probably talk shit behind your back too. Or
I'm fine with
whatever
that.
they do. I don't really keep up with
Whatever they
them.
do.
I would much rather deal with hours and hours on end of Wyatt Earp than the Kardashians.
I probably go with like how Trevor was thinking, like a horror movie or some like gory movie, probably my least favorite. So I guess I'll be stuck in Seinfeld.
Come on, that can't be your
That's
least
not that
favorite.
I mean,
You could
it's
be
the
you could
only
be
one I
neighbors
can
with
think of.
Kramer. It would be awesome. You would love Kramer.
No,
Yeah,
I don't like him.
yeah. He'd come barging into your apartment every day. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, I don't need that. That's what my cat does.
Just name your cat Kramer.
No, I don't want to insult him like that.
Wow, you're
I
insulting
almost
me.
named my cat Kramer. It was
Good
between
for
Rocky
you.
and Kramer, and we went with Rocky.
Rocky.
Good choice.
Good choice. Yeah. So yeah, basically what Gigi was saying, I would hate to be in Friends. That would be awful. That'd be the worst thing ever.
Ugh.
I don't really know much about the show, so I can't really talk shit about it. But yeah, I guess I would go with the movie because if we're going based off of like length, like if I just have to be in it for like an hour and a half or so,
Size
I
matters.
guess it's not a
Well,
big
wasn't
deal.
the question you're stuck in it?
Yeah, you're
Like,
stuck in
aren't
it.
you now living in that universe?
Oh, is that it? Like forever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, See, I don't know because I need to think about what my favorite, or sorry,
Least
least
favorite.
favorite movie is and TV show. So I don't know. Maybe we'll come back to that one next episode. I have to think
Oh my
about it.
god.
It's like a bonus
Spoiler
question.
alert.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'll have to think about that. All right, what else? What else we got? Come on,
Uh,
Jeej.
Yeah,
I thought of a
geez.
question, but I need to make sure I say it right.
Sound it out.
Oh, okay. So, have you guys seen The Matrix?
Yeah, who
Long
hasn't
time
seen The
ago.
Matrix?
Okay. Well, my question is, what pill would you pick? The red pill or the blue pill?
Yeah, see,
Oh
you
God,
you lost me.
I
Sorry.
haven't seen The Matrix. I'm
you haven't
So,
sorry.
seen The Matrix?
okay, so The
No.
Matrix is pretty much reality is made up, and you're pretty much living in like a virtual reality. And you find this out. So the red pill, if you take it, will erase your memory of knowing the truth of what reality is, and the blue pill will allow you to continue to remember that you're not actually living in the reality and that it doesn't exist.
Oh.
So would you
Hmm.
rather ignore that and just go, well, fuck it, I'm gonna go back to not knowing, or would you rather know?
What if I told you I wanted to take the blue pill?
I don't know, then you pick the blue pill.
She's quoting the
It was a
meme.
Oh.
reference. Wow. I know the references, I just haven't seen the movie. Dang.
Maybe you should watch the movie.
Maybe you should watch the movie, apparently.
I haven't seen it in forever. You guys wanted me to ask a question, so.
And you pick that? No.
Yeah.
Well, you explained it, so I understand it now. I would probably pick the one that makes me forget, to be honest. What was that? The blue one?
The red one.
Oh, the red one. Okay. Yeah, because like, I don't know. Like, seems like a
Oh,
pretty
okay.
shitty thing to be in a not real reality. So
Yeah.
might as well just pretend like it is and not know it. So I'm just going on with my daily life until I die or until that fake reality stops or whatever.
Simulation just
The
ends.
simulation, yeah.
I would choose the blue one for the fact that there's now a chance that you're the chosen one,
Yeah, I'm saying
and then like you can just pretty much rewrite the coding on uh, the Matrix.
duck at Matrix.
Yeah.
If I go with the red pill, I'll rather just not know.
They're all just simulations.
Hannah?
I said the blue pill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, I didn't know
Gigi.
you were quoting it, and then I was confused.
I would not want to live blissfully. Like I'd want I don't think my brain could handle that, so I would want to know the truth.
Yeah.
Well,
Rambo
we'll
Hannah
find
would
out the
want to know the
truth.
truth.
She will destroy all in her path so
Yeah.
she
I'll
knows the
destroy
truth.
reality. Me and Thanos Trevor will do it.
Yeah.
She assassinated
And
reality.
then Kyle and I will get upset, like, we chose this life! Just let us be!
Well, you wouldn't even know.
I know.
You don't
It
even
was
know,
a
man.
joke.
You don't even know.
Oh, man.
All right, I got one. Would you rather wake up late every single day or fall asleep earlier than you want to every night?
I mean, I do both anyways.
Wait, what
But
was the
like,
first option?
so you wake up late every single day, like no matter what, you just sleep past your alarm and you're always rushing,
Oh,
or
no.
sleep really earlier than you want to at night.
I'd rather
Earlier.
sleep
Early.
early.
Yeah, I
I
would
don't
go
want
with
to
early.
rush.
I hate rushing. It's such a bad feeling. Like you're just like, do I have time for this? I have to have time for this. I need to do this before I leave.
And
Yeah.
then you realize you forgot to put deodorant on.
Oh, I've done that before. That sucks.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like throughout the day, I'm like, do people smell me?
Do they know that I'm not wearing any?
Yeah. Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
They always
They
know.
always know.
Ooh, I got one.
Okay.
Would you rather have to sit on someone's lap every time you're watching a movie, or have
Whose
to sit
lap
on the
is it?
floor with no pillows?
Like a
Do
hardwood
we get to
floor.
pick whose lap?
Yeah. No, just it just says a lap.
You're at the movies
Oh.
with like your like with like a buddy of yours, and you're like, sorry, man, I gotta do it.
You know, this is how it be.
You know my situation. I mean, come on, we've been over this.
Come on, let me in.
Come on now, open up. You know I'm not sitting on that floor with the popcorn.
Sitting on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably just
No pillows.
I would do the lap, and then like I would, if I could, I'd do my best to choose who I watch my movies with. You know, because like if I'm watching it with
Trevor,
someone I
all the
don't know
time.
that well, then I'm just gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna go watch a movie with you. I hate that movie. I'm not doing it. But like if I'm just with someone I know really, really well, like they probably know my situation, and then they'll be like, all right, hop on.
Come on, Kyle. It's relaxing one for you.
I would sit on the floor. I don't think I could ever handle sitting in someone's lap every time. It's just not me.
Hold me like a baby.
Buckle up.
We're going on an adventure together.
I don't like sitting on the floor.
So sit in a lap.
Yeah, I probably sit in the lap. I really don't like sitting on the floor.
The floor sucks.
It does.
I mean, on the bright side of sitting in someone's lap, you could always, if you were watching a horror movie, could just hug them, and the scaries would go away.
And then you realize they forgot to put deodorant on.
A new fear enters your nose.
Oh my gosh!
Trevor,
Oh, I said lap.
you said lap?
Yeah.
I can't see that, but it's a funny image.
Oh, yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
But
He needs 2
I would go
laps.
for the lap.
Trevor, it'll happen.
It'll happen for you one day.
One day.
Your dreams will come true someday. All right, I got one. Would you rather only be able to clean yourself like a cat every day,
Oh.
or have a very limited time in the shower, like 15 seconds to clean yourself, and that's it? That's all you get for a day.
Shower.
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 You can do all that in 15 seconds?
Yep.
I can
I'll
get
do
the
what I
important
need to do.
parts.
I'll clean when I have to.
But like
I
you
just
clean
won't be
yourself,
shaving.
you clean yourself like a cat, like it all works the same. You're licking yourself instead.
Yeah, no.
I'm not that flexible.
No, you will be. It's fine. It's fine. You will be.
I think that's what you're worried about.
Oh, jeez, I'm not flexible for this.
That and you'd be licking your butthole to
Yeah.
make sure it's clean.
And your gooch.
And your gooch.
And your own balls.
Yeah, but
If
Well,
you've still
Do you have
got
balls,
them
Gigi?
Somewhere.
somewhere.
let's get someone to hose me down every day.
Treat me like an animal.
Hey, Cletus, get the hose.
Oh god.
They just get that ding dong hose over here right now. Watch his boy up.
Yeah, I would do what I can in the shower also. I would consider the other option though.
Well, maybe.
Maybe it
Did
could
you
work.
know how many freaking hairballs you would get?
Yeah.
Or
Hairballs.
like skin balls?
Skin balls.
How hard are you
Yes.
looking, Hannah?
Cats have those, like, what do they call them? Papillae or something on their tongues? That
Yeah, the
Yeah.
hard
allow
ass
them to, like,
tongues. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like,
keep
would
it
your
still.
tongue adapt for that? Or would it, like,
I don't know how it would work.
thinking about this too much?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Kyle.
Sorry. She's gonna have some
Right,
nightmare about being
Yeah,
a cat.
probably.
Would you rather have to carry around one of those giant cell phones like from like the 1980s?
Ooh.
Or
Hell yeah.
would you rather only have like the really old school tiny screen TV?
I'd
Ooh,
rather carry
cell
around
phone.
that big ass phone.
Yeah,
Cell
and then
phone.
I wouldn't even carry it around. I'd just be like, I guess I don't have a phone now.
No, you don't have a choice. You have to.
I have a
Why?
weapon when I was walking in the streets alone.
I would make it an accessory. I would get like a chain and hook it up.
A chain, just dragging it on the floor.
No, like a purse.
Purse.
Can you hear me now?
Stick biceps from holding that thing up to my ear.
Yeah, seriously. um. Yeah, I guess I go with the phone thing.
I'll go
Still,
with the phone.
I need my TV, you know.
I like the big screen.
Yeah. We've been through a lot.
Plus, I wouldn't want to get up and change the channel with the little
Or
dials.
smack the TV.
Smack it to
Come
get
on,
the
work.
reception back.
Come
Yeah.
on! Hold those right there. Don't move.
Anyone else have anything?
Jeej?
She had her one.
I had one.
Anybody gets
You think that's enough, Gigi?
Okay. You
Who
like
are you?
Popeye's chicken or KFC?
Popeyes, obviously.
I don't really go to either one.
I would say KFC because I don't like Popeyes that much.
Well, that's just your opinion, Hannah.
That's your
I
opinion!
I got into some staring at the Little Nicky DVD.
Oh my god.
I'm
Popeyes
surprised you didn't
chicken.
ask it like that.
Yeah, you're supposed to ask it like that.
KFC!
I would pick KFC.
Really? I thought you liked Popeyes.
No.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
What was that restaurant that there was like a restaurant that you guys missed? And do you guys have Popeyes out there?
No.
Huh.
We miss Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Wiener Schnitzel.
The Wiener Schnitzels.
I had Wiener Schnitzel the other day. It was
Oh
it was
yeah,
really
rub it
good.
in, Kyle. Rub it in.
Chili cheese
Yeah, rub your wiener
fries.
all over them.
Jesus. Oh god.
Rub that
I guess
schnitzel in their faces.
KFC.
Man, am I the only one that picked Popeyes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't worry, the lady's gonna come by and high five you in just a minute.
Yeah.
Just wait for it.
We'll be with the colonel.
Oh god.
The sexy colonel.
Yeah. With our gaming systems that cook our fried chicken.
Yes.
All right. I don't know. I guess we can move on to the happy endings. Wrap this shit up.
Wow.
And shove it up your butt.
Who wants to start?
I can
I can.
start.
Okay, whatever.
Jeez.
Wow, Gigi
I
has
give
one.
the initiative.
I take it back.
She
Boo.
fumbled. She fumbled.
I would say yesterday, our game day that we did, it was really fun. And it was really nice to be able to see everyone again. I mean, virtually, not to in the same place, but yeah, I had a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
Did
Twas
you?
twas fun.
It was.
Okay, I have two.
Now you have to.
No. Um, so
Correct.
I recently bought a game called Darkest Dungeon on the PS4, and I haven't gotten to play a whole lot of it, but it is super fun, and I'm really enjoying it.
Thanks.
And the other one is I had a GG level comeback,
Oh.
and it was pretty epic.
When did this happen?
This was at work. Um, so I was talking with a coworker named Josh, and then he brought up another coworker named Dallas, and how like I saw Dallas somewhere else, and he's like, "Oh, well, don't step here. Dallas is here." I'm like, "Okay, well then who was that over there?" So I left the aisle, and I came back like maybe 5 minutes later, and Dallas was next to Josh, and I was just like, "Well, if you're here, then who's over there?" And then he brought up like, "Oh, didn't you know? Like this is heaven. Like everything's cool over here." And then I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" It's like, "Yeah, like Josh is an angel." And then I'm like, "You know, technically Satan was an angel too." And then Dallas started laughing so hard, like to the point where like he couldn't breathe at all.
Oh god.
And I just felt like, yeah, this is what it's like to be Gigi. That was a good comeback.
It's a very
Ah.
strange conversation.
Yeah, there's a lot of strange things happening there,
Yeah.
but that was funny.
You gave yourself a pat
Nice.
on the back after that.
I did. I walked away all smug after that.
um, I have I have two. First one, I kind of what Gigi was saying. I really enjoyed our little virtual game day sort of thing yesterday. On we were all on video. It's always cool to see your guys' faces and stuff. It adds another level of I don't know. It's like one step closer
Intimacy.
to reality. Yeah, intimacy, sure. Me and Trevor got real intimate on the camera.
Lips were touching.
Oh, God.
And then my other thing is I think it was Hannah who mentioned it earlier. I found an old friend that I haven't talked to in about 16 years. And we reconnected this week, and we kind of caught up a little bit, and we're like actually, like it was just one of those things that was like super crazy that it actually happened. But I'm really happy that we kind of found each other and we're talking again, and it's really cool that I'm actually talking to someone from my childhood that I thought was, long gone, never coming back. So it's a really cool feeling that there's someone out there that also like missed our friendship that we had when we were kids, and it
Yeah.
was cool to actually reconnect with him. So yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, thanks.
Thanks, guys. For me, I also have two.
Man, should I come up with a second one?
Hey,
Apparently,
you
you dropped
depressing
them all.
motherfuckers.
The first one for me was I've taken some steps to improve myself, Trevor,
Nice.
In
and
your face!
I took a couple of classes slash seminars this week. The first one was on motivation and productivity for creatives. It was a really informative class about like forming good habits and
what your environment should be like when you're being creative, and just further steps for motivation. That was really cool. I also took a couple Netflix seminars this week. One was writing for adult animation, which was pretty informative. And then
Nice.
the other one was writing for, it's like writing in the animation business, but writing in the coexistence that it has with storyboarding, and like how important the relationship between a writer's room and the storyboard artists, how important that is. And if shows have just storyboarders that write the story, or if they do have like the blessing of a writer's room before that. So it's really cool.
Yeah.
And then the other one for me was last week's episode of WandaVision. That was really cool.
It was.
Some real cool stuff went down, and a lot of boxes were checked on my conspiracy theories. I
Yes.
seriously felt like Charlie in It's Always Sunny, like with the red string everywhere. Like,
There
this
is no Carol.
Yeah.
What was her Pepe Sylvia or something like that?
Yeah.
But yeah, like just one episode of just checking off so many boxes. I was just like, yes, this is what I wanted. So yeah, real good stuff.
Nice.
Well, since everyone had two,
No, it's too late, Gigi.
no, I'm saying my second one.
Nobody wants to hear about your really good poop from earlier.
You dropped one of your poo balls. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say, my award I won from work. I got an award that my coworkers nominated me for, and it came with a big shiny, well, plaque thing with my name on it and a cash prize. So that was exciting.
Yay.
Dang.
Yeah.
So
Good for
you're
you,
a
bud.
millionaire now?
I mean, might want to change that to a B, but yeah.
Below zero.
Oh!
Oh!
I'm actually in
Never
debt
mind.
now.
They took money from you? That was the cash prize?
Yeah.
Got my negative bank account and my participation badge.
She actually got a lot of money.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Dang, good for you, dude.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Kyle, you want to add on the second one?
I thought I did.
He did too.
I did do two.
He
I
did
did
do.
my
What's your second
friend
one?
and then you guys yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh.
You want
Way
to
to pay
end this
attention.
for all the jabronis?
Yeah, so you jabronis out there. Yeah. I don't know.
Bunch of husbands.
Oh, that was bad.
I know. It was beyond bad. It was terrible.
That's how you're ending this?
Just
That's what you're
erase
gonna
it
leave them
all.
Well, you put me on the
This is-
spot. You put me on the
If
spot.
this is the
Put
podcast
me on
that
the
ends up in like a
spot,
time
eh?
capsule, that's what you're going to leave them with?
Yeah, what was the quote exactly? It was like, "Ah, you jabronis. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, you know what, Hannah? I'm standing by it. That's the end of
Oh,
the
boy.
podcast. You
God.
jabronis are... Yeah, I still don't know what to say, damn it.
Brought to you by KFC.
No, by Popeyes. What are you talking about?
No, it's not.
It is. You don't even know. You don't do this.
you don't do this. You don't care about the
Not
sponsors.
on my podcast, on my channel. Starts rising out of his chair.
Just hear a small fart. Escape.
More like a
Small sad fart.
squeak.
Trevor's got his snapping fingers ready.
Oh, babe.
This podcast requires correction.
All right. Well, I'll correct it when I edit it out later. So yeah. Okay. Bye.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Watch, it'll end there, and then I'll find out that Trevor or Kyle was recording the Mickey Mouse version of Papa Roach, and that'll be the end of it.
You're embarrassed.
We'll see.
I hope it did not get recorded.
Oh. Why are you doing that? I didn't realize Mickey Mouse was the lead singer of that
I
one.
know, right?
Put my life into pieces.
I gotta stand. My butt
Go do
hurts.
some squats.
Yeah.
Just don't fart.
I just wish I had someone's lap to sit on.
Preferably a tall, blonde gentleman.
Not so gentle, man.
More like dirty man.
I'll be the Wiener to his schnitzel.
Oh God.
Oh,
Put my Wiener in his schnitzel.
oh man.